get some things out. I about cried 3 times this afternoon. I'm sorry for you millennials. You're the second most hated generation. I'm like, fuck you, kid. What do you know? Like,
and what do you know? Not very much, apparently.
Everything that you Gen Zers bitch about is something they gave us shit for 20 years ago.
Wow, I'm a victim.
Go. Sit down.
Sit your dumb ass down.
What's that damn song? Sit down, be humble. Is that Kanye West? I'd rather it be sunny in the sky. Chemical, yeah. Oh, trust me, the chemtrails. And then I think, but millennial, we're just getting old, you know, James? We're just getting old. Everybody gets old.
Yeah, everyone gets old, but you're not old. Mid-30s, late 30s, that's not old.
There's been a few times since I got sober, last couple of years, that I've really felt it. Today, I really felt it. I got 75 over here on Kick. I got 180 on YouTube. Please like the stream. Let's get some kicks. Let's get some subs.
E-begging, you sound like DSP.
Let's invigorate this stream over here on the Kick side if we could, guys. This is my life, you know? And there's certain points where it hits you and it's like, well, oh, something weird is happening with this. Why is, hold on. Okay. Partner income and multi-stream, keep toggling. Yeah, I got them both turned on. Just delete YouTube at this point. Well, I mean, if we can get some more, if we can get $200 in the Kick side, I'll freaking just completely switch over. If I can consistently get $200 on the Kick side, because I mean, I got to be honest with you. Yesterday, after the partner revenue came in, like I'll just tell you what it was. It was.
All right, let me tell you the reality. You're not a good fit for Kick. You're not a good fit for Kick. Kick is all about putting on a show. Okay? And you don't put on a show. I mean, your shows are just, they're not well thought out. They're not well structured. You're not very entertaining. You put a wig on your head and act like a moron. But I mean, there's no real value in it. It's not entertaining. I mean, Kick is mainly about collaborations. It's about, not saying you can't act like a moron, you can, but it's mainly about IRL content anyway. Unless you already have a big following, it's mainly about IRL, going out there, interacting with the people in the real world, not sitting in front of a computer screen crying about, you know, your shortcomings in life. It doesn't sell well on Kick. Hiding in My Room did the same thing. You know, he was on Kick and he was just basically doing the same pathetic live streams. He didn't do anything different. And he ended up really just failing on there and had to leave.
Let's see, 18. How do I do? Okay, so that's.
I mean, look what he's doing.
So it
right
was here. 18 plus 104 plus 83. Oh shit. How do I clear? How do I, it keeps hitting number lock. How do I clear? Okay, there we go. 19 plus 104. Oh, all right. I can barely use this computer. I've been typing and it hasn't been typing. That's very frustrating.
Look at this. Is this
okay,
putting on a show?
Number lock.
Is this putting on a show, guys? I mean, where's the show that he's supposed to be putting on? I don't see any.
I hate this computer. I hate this computer so much.
I mean, at least the Kino Casino, who got banned off of YouTube, at least they put on a show, but they actually, I checked out their Kick, they actually do get good views, but they put on a show and it's 2 guys, they can work off one another. So, you know, it is an actual show, unlike Raymond, which is just basically the same thing as hiding in my room. Coming on the internet and complaining. That doesn't sell on Kick.
It like computers. I used to be able to use
Yeah,
computers.
that's enough of this guy's jibber jabber.
Bitch woman in my life.
Listen to him.
My
Listen to him.
entire life. There's this one family friend. She used to say that to me all the
Look at his face. Look at his face.
time. And it's like, all right, keep talking, keep yakking. I got 83 viewers on Kick and 201 viewers on YouTube.
Okay, that's less than Wings of Redemption.
I mean, I've made $750 in 3 days on Kick. Like, keep talking. Keep talking.
Okay. You made $750 in 3 days on Kick. Now, anybody with any kind of intelligence, which I don't think you have, would understand that you don't assess the viability of an income stream after 3 days. This same thing happened with hiding in my room. Remember hiding in my room? A lot of you guys follow hiding in my room. He was talking about he's making $6,000 a month. And even people told me about it. That he's been making $6,000 a month on YouTube. Oh, sorry, on Kick. What happened? He ended up making $5 an hour. $5 an hour, bro. We're talking about way less than minimum wage. This is what happens because they think that just because you jump on Kick, you get a little bit of a boost, that's gonna last. No, it doesn't work like that. You don't assess an income stream after such a short period. But see, these guys are idiots. They're not business minded. And I recommended this guy to start a business instead of doing this YouTube thing and Kick whatever he wants to call it, Lolcow, whatever he's doing. But he might be too stupid to even do that. His best bet may just be going back to work in his field, whatever it may be, web development. He claims he can't get a job, but his LinkedIn is full of jobs. Yes, he didn't have a job since the end of 2024, but I mean, if he's doing YouTube full time, he's not looking for jobs. His best bet might be to just go back to work, try to find a remote job, or move to a third world country, which I doubt he's gonna do that. But maybe he will. Maybe he'll change his mind. Because what you're doing right now, it ain't cutting it in America. He's gonna show his finances shortly.
How much wasted potential? I really get triggered when a bitch says I have wasted potential.
You know why he gets triggered by what the opposite gender thinks about him? Because he knows it's true. That's why he gets triggered. I don't care how the opposite gender view me. You know why? Because I know that I'm gonna be a top tier man. I already view myself as a top tier man, to be honest with you. I see myself as a top 0.1% man. You got to see yourself as being there before you get there. Right? But like I told you guys, all about the mindset. This guy, he's pursuing nothing. He's pursuing something with such a low ceiling. YouTube, Kick. And he's not even doing it the right way. I mean, he's making manosphere content. I mean, this content is not really manosphere, but let's just call it misogynistic for lack of a better word. He's making misogynistic content, okay, in a world where this kind of content is being cracked down upon. How is that sustainable? They could easily remove his channel. The guy is a complete imbecile.
Every goddamn teacher I hated. He's got so much wasted potential.
Look at him.
Yeah? Waste this!
You're very similar to Daniel. Daniel acts just like this. 100%.
I potentiate.
We got the Ohio retard and the retard from Maidstone.
Where I want to. Really bothers me when somebody assumes that they know what I'm capable of. Slash, it never is in good faith.
I don't know what you're capable of, but it doesn't sound like much.
There's always a requirement that comes after that. The only reason they're addressing you, the only reason they're talking about you, and the only reason they're doing anything involving you is because they're trying to leverage you into some kind of gain for themselves. Before we even opened our mouths, she was like, we're not going to McDonald's. It's right there. It's right there. It's right across. It's right around the corner. Turn left. You can just turn left out of the parking lot. You don't have to turn.
Is this entertainment? You know, I feel secondhand embarrassment for this guy.
Right, Mom. You don't have to turn right. You can turn left outside of the parking lot. It's over there. You just turn left and you go around. It's just over there in front of the Kmart. You don't. No, not right. She turned right again. Why'd she have to? Oh, Andy, fucking spaghetti.
Okay, enough of this nonsense. And shout out to the guy who uploaded this. I'll put a link in the description. This is called Anabolic Plays.
I just don't like being called a subhuman. I understand.
Maybe you should act like a real man.
People can say whatever they want. I just don't threaten to kill me. And, you know.
I think you'll do that yourself before anyone else.
Again, do I care? I don't know if I care. You know, I think he punches down really, 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 really hard because, quite frankly, his channel's like 200,000 subscribers.
Okay,
and mine's...
we don't care about your beef with this gaming YouTuber. We don't really care.
And they are trying unrelentingly to get it banned.
They're trying to get it banned, but yet you're still pursuing it. Even though you know your content is highly inflammatory towards the opposite gender, you're still pursuing YouTube. Just shows how far gone you are. You know, the guy has no sense.
And look, I can tell you what I think on the Kick side. Let's just put it that way. So
Kick
maybe
is not going to be your savior. I've already explained why.
Maybe, you know, when we're Kick only later, remind me. Maybe we get some subs and some kicks over on Kick. Maybe we can switch
DSP
over.
Junior.
And that's another thing I've really been
role models, DSP and Wings of Redemption.
Struggling with on the YouTube side is I feel like I'm being attacked because I'm honest, and I tell you guys what's going on.
So according to this guy, honesty is basically telling everyone every detail about your life on the internet, exposing yourself to trolls, exposing yourself to everybody who can potentially mess up your life.
On in my life. And then people try to fucking ruin my life because they hate me.
Oh,
they
yeah,
hate me.
Of course. Dummy.
Because I'm bald. They hate me because I look bad. They hate me because my personality.
What do you mean you're bald? Straight men. Why would a straight man care about what you look like? Yeah, these are straight men, but you want to believe that straight men care about your physical appearance. They don't. They're not attracted to men.
Whatever fucking subjective goddamn fucking bullshit reason that is. Griffin hates me because I'm subhuman. Like... I don't care anymore. All of your shaming, all of your mocking, all of your ridicule.
Very unmasculine guy. You're shaming me.
Has made me numb.
Okay.
And now I might have a legitimate backup to the YouTube thing. And quite frankly,
I have a legitimate backup to the YouTube thing called Kick. Yeah, who else said that? Daniel Lord. This guy is coping hard, man. He's coping hard. Anything to just not have a legitimate work. Legitimate business, thinking he can cheat the system. No, you can't cheat the system. Kick is the way that it is, and if you don't play Kick's game, you ain't gonna make the money that you want on there. It's that simple.
I was hitting a mental wall. The amount of consternation, the amount of bullshit, the amount of hate I get in comments, the amount of people targeting me, people showing up at my house, people doxing me, people fucking...
No, nobody doxed you, bro. You put your real name and your real face on the internet. And you're so, like, you did it deliberately. You didn't even scrub the material on the internet, which you don't need if you're not going to go back to a job. You didn't even scrub, like, all the websites you created. You didn't scrub anything on the internet that has your name and your face on it. And you're saying that people doxed you. You're retarded, just like Isaac Holmes. I'm Isaac Holmes. I'm from Greenville, Michigan, and then he says he gets doxxed. What do you mean? You told us what you are and where you're from, dummy.
Being retarded on the internet.
That's you.
It's not worth it to do daily videos. It's just not.
Nothing you do is worth it. We're going to see your financials soon.
If you look at my top, actually, if you look at my page and you look at my videos,
let's get into the financials. We don't want to be here
and
all
you sort
day.
them by popular.
Let's get into the
I have
financials,
two
guys.
over 100,000.
You know, I like to talk the money here.
So my thought is that after looking at this,
here you go. Here's the financials
versus live streams, I basically made double on the live streams versus the videos. 35 to it's what is that? 40% increase, 35 to 57. Obviously $96,000 in 18 months. It's $5,300 a month. That's still very average. That's 60 grand a year. I still got to pull tax.
And that's knock on the American average. 60 grand a year is the average in the States. You know, that doesn't put you anywhere really. Yes, you could make more because that's from the beginning of your channel. Obviously, you weren't making a lot at the beginning of your channel, but you're not going to make much more than that. Certainly not. Maybe you can pull 70 or 80 grand a year. That's not going to fix your situation. And then how do you scale that beyond? Let's say you reach that ceiling. You can't scale that beyond. So you end up losing money year on year. I mean, this is the problem. But yet you still want to pursue YouTube because you don't want to work. You think working, you know, your hatred for the opposite gender. I don't want to work like the last video. I don't want to work around the opposite gender. Well, either you're going to go overseas to a second or third world country where it's cheaper, or you're going to start your own business, man. Or you're going to go back to work. This YouTube kick, whatever you're doing, this Lolcow thing, you know, even Keemstar, he's not going to give you, you know, a well-paid role. I mean, Boogie's on 160K. That's what they said. I mean, apparently his income got leaked. I never saw it, but that's what I heard. And let me know if you want some more Boogie content. I'm definitely doing Wings next. You know, Wings is back on the Lolcow. We're going to talk about that. But if you guys want some Boogie content, put it in the description. If you want to update on Miss Brielle, you know, that chick, if you go to my videos, the most viewed video I reposted. If you want to update on Brielle, I might do that as well. So, yeah, I don't know. But back to Raymond. I mean, this guy, he's going to find out the hard way, unfortunately for him.
Taxes on that. That's exactly $64,000 a year. Yeah, I don't need this tag. Mods, don't turn that shit on. I didn't know mods can turn that on. Yeah, I don't need this tag, not safe for work. Let's not do that. Wait, where is that even? Where the hell is that even? Where is that?
I mean, his streams are very poorly done. Very poorly done. You know, even this guy has cut his streams and a lot of it is nonsense.
How was everybody's weekend?
They've got nothing to say, have you?
Yeah, moderators, don't do that. Settings menu under the content preferences tab. What is the content? Getting age restricted. I don't want that. How to say that? Why is it?
He's raging at the technology.
Froggy, look how tiny this is. See how it is. Hold on.
You know, nobody wants to watch this, man.
But you can't tell what it is.
Going on a rant about technology.
God, man. I cannot eat like 6 Ricolas in one night. Did I miss anything on the Joker side? All right. God.
Oh, man.
God damn it.
What's wrong with this guy, man?
I hate my sinuses. I hate this time of year. Everybody mows all the time and just shoves it themselves in this house. My respiratory system is under attack.
I was just going over the stuff with YouTube and everything. It's just like I'm tired of getting attacked constantly. I'm tired of constantly people reporting.
Stop comment on the internet. This is what it means to be a lolcow. You chose the road of lolcow. Sorry. You chose the role of lolcow instead of working a job, instead of starting your own gig, your own business. You chose that role. Then you say you're tired of being attacked. Well, you weren't getting attacked before you started it, were you? So that tells you the problem.
My channel for no other reason than me existing. Like
playing the victim, no other reason than me existing. So you're allowed to, you know, from what I've heard, you're going around harassing people. You're going around harassing the opposite gender. You're saying inflammatory things on the platform. You know, you're e-begging, okay? You're trying to blackmail your audience, the same thing that DSP does. Trying to blackmail the audience. I mean, this is the kind of guy that you are. You're acting like you're some nice guy.
Here's the other thing. Like, I know they're all agents of some, they're being paid by somebody.
Who's paying someone?
I didn't do anything to these people. Like, you could make the argument that, okay, I talked about Shelby probably one too many times, and she, like, okay, fair enough. But some of these guys that make these videos about me, I never heard of them, and they have vendettas against me for some godforsaken reason. Like, that's pretty on the nose.
Why would you hear about them? I mean, does Wings of Redemption knows who the guys are making videos about him? Who's Breaking Banquet? Who's Lummox? We heard of them because they're a reasonably sized channel. We don't know who they are. Why would you know who somebody is that doesn't like you on the internet? I mean, that doesn't really make sense.
Obvious what that is. It's like, I've never heard of you. I don't know who you are. And like, why are you coming after me constantly? Like, I got this one guy who literally sends me
content you produce,
death threats. He sends me emails saying he's going to put holes in my bowling ball sized head all the time.
Yeah, because of the content you produce. The content you produce, this is part of being a lolcow. If you were making content about fishing or content about, you know, whatever, right, you wouldn't be getting the trolls on your channel. You get trolls because the content, the style of content you produce, and the way in which you produce your content. That's why you're getting trolls. But you don't want to accept that. You don't want to accept the role that you've chosen. It's like Wings, when Wings is crying about, oh, I'm a victim. The same guy who said heinous things on the platform. Now he's under fire. I've not seen it yet, but I saw the title. He's under fire for talking about homeless people, making inflammatory comments about the homeless. This is why, you know, people don't like these individuals.
Wait to decapitate me. I'm not kidding. This was a fucking email I received. I will enjoy decapitating you. Who sends that? It went straight to the fucking FBI and straight to the sheriff's office.
Okay. You're a liar. You're very manipulative. You try to manipulate your audience like DSP. I'm not surprised people, you know, these may be even former supporters of yours. Who knows who they are?
I don't even know who this person is. I've done nothing to them. And that's not bullying. That's a death threat. Casino took a 2-week break. Oh, is that why I have so many viewers?
Yeah, sure is.
I have a feeling if they ever feature me again, they're just going to rip my asshole open. When I go out in public, there is a marked difference between when I go out in public alone or with my father. People treat my dad because he has hair way better.
Well, why does your dad have hair and you don't, man? Like, where does a balding come from?
I never thought of personality is synonymous with
playing a victim because you don't have hair. Yet there's men out there without hair who are, you know, not complaining. I mean, it's only a small percentage of men complaining. The bottom of the food chain, they're mentally weak. And people who don't understand the world, delusional people like yourself.
Is to do what I want to most girls, most people, really. And okay, I'm going to be alone. Okay. If you notice, I keep saying how much I hate talking about women and how much I hate.
You don't hate talking about opposite gender, bro. You talk about opposite gender way too much, just like that fat bastard from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna stop talking about the opposite gender. Yet he's talking about them more than ever. I mean, I don't even watch his stuff anymore, but you look at his page and you know, oh, the system, man, they just want the criminal, man. It's just like, shut up, man. Spewing the same garbage. I mean, don't you guys get bored of spewing the same garbage? Like, you don't have any subject matter. You don't talk about anything really that matters in the real world, because you don't have any real knowledge of the world. You don't have any real understanding of how the world works. You're living in fantasy land.
Talking about all this stuff. I masturbate once a week when I have to.
Look what he's talking about. Look what he's talking about. He's talking about every single detail of, you know. This guy's like 9-year-old, bro. Why telling us how often you know, why telling us? Nobody asked you for the information.
When I get so pent up, I need to get it out.
Oh,
and yes, I use pornography. I think it's a little fucked that I'm not allowed to look at tits when I want to jack off.
Look how vile he is. You know, it's a vile, reprehensible creature.
They've done everything they can to shame the male pleasure.
You're always pushing this idea, men are shamed, men are shamed, men are shamed. You know, you're ashamed of yourself. That's why you keep saying it.
All the things you said, all the things you said, all the things you said in his head, all the things you said, all the things you
Is that
said.
him singing?
All the things you said, 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 running through my head, 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 said all the things you said, all the things you said, all the things you said, running through my head, running through my head, running through my head, all the things, running through my head.
It's like clavicular. What the hell is this?
Volume is off because of copyright. Volume
Song
it's
Never
off
Give Up,
because
man.
of copyright. Running through my head, running through my head.
I gotta get hyped. I gotta get hyped. Oh, I gotta use this for my fucking. I gotta use this for my fucking intro, man. I gotta make an intro, and I gotta use that song. All I can feel is those fucking assholes screen grabbing me and Griffin going, "Ugh, he's so subhuman, brutal." It's all I fucking hear. All this crazy kinky monkey sex, except for me.
Look how he's talking, monkey. You know, he sounded like Wings of Redemption talking about animals, man.
Cause you have that nice looking girl, that nice little sweetheart in bed with her frilly white puffy blanket, and she's like, "Oh, I met this guy last night, and he just came inside me." It's like,
yeah, this is a vile individual, man. It's a really vile individual.
I hate you. 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 I hate that you're all like this. I hate
So you hate other people, but other people shouldn't hate you. You see how he is?
this. I hate this. Why can't I have that?
Oh my God. You know, because of how you view yourself. That's why you view yourself as inferior, but you want to be viewed as more than inferior. The hell is this, bro?
No, stop.
Yeah, that's the video, guys. On Real Man here, True Man is Faith. Enjoy the video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you aren't already. Make sure the notification bell so you're informed every time I upload a new video.